I think that that's the wonderful thing about learning, is that you start to think critically, not just about a piece of literature that you're reading, but about everything. It opens up your mind. Nobody in my family has ever attended college. I would say a very small majority has ever even completed high school.
It was always on my mind to go back to school, but I had kids and I had a husband, and I worked, and financially I knew that I wouldn't be able to afford it.
I read the pamphlet and it was free tuition, college credit, childcare, fields of study, you know, from philosophy to history to theater. I completed it right then and there, and I sent it off the next day.
Free Minds Project is a course in the humanities for adults living in Austin or Central Texas who are living on low to moderate incomes and have faced barriers to education.
I read about it, and immediately I thought, well, this is me. I'm qualified to be in this class.
And part of the idea with Free Minds is that they're taking a challenging course. They're working with our top faculty.
I was afraid that it was going to be sort of like a feel-good experience, you know, it's pat you on the back and make everybody feel good, but not really challenge you. And it was completely the opposite. It was a real college class, and it was hard, and I loved it.
Like when you see our professors and they get so excited over what they're reading, their passion really, really draws you in. Like there's a respect that follows that, and it makes a person want to say, I want to know what he's excited about.
We provide a 2-semester course in the humanities for these adult students. They study literature, theater, philosophy, history, and writing.
I never really realized how much I had distanced myself from education, and I actually, not only did I stop going to school, but I stopped educating myself in reading books and getting the culture that I could get from literature and poetry and things like that.
I always, in my literature class, do a Shakespeare play because we have here on campus actors from the London stage performing a Shakespeare play each year. So it's an opportunity both to read the play and then to take these Free Minds students, many of whom have never been to a live theatrical performance, to an actual professional company performing Shakespeare.
Everything that we did in the Free Minds class are things that I use in my class every day. One activity that we do that I really love and is incredibly interesting is students work in groups to create a sculpture with their bodies that captures the essence of the play.
Choose 1 or 2 lines from the poem that are what you think are the most important lines of the poem.
A lot of people don't go back to school, particularly adults, because their lives are too full of other things. They have jobs, they have families. So what we try to do is take away many of those barriers.
Everything was taken care of for us, from child care, which they knew would be a struggle, to how to apply for different places to get scholarship.
I used to live in a world, but then I moved to Harlem, and my universe is only 6 blocks.
I used to live in the world, then I moved to Harlem, and then my universe is only 6 blocks.
Woo! Awesome!
The program has really built up more confidence in me, and at a time in my life that I really needed that.
Last year, one of the students told a story about a play literally empowering her to go to her boss and argue for more money for the time she was putting in.
I feel like I didn't know how to communicate as well, but this class kind of forces you to do that.
I have an 18, a 14, and a 6-year-old. So I've always been very pro-education and just really pushed them. But they did not have an example in their own lives.
That's how we were raised. We were raised to finish high school and get a good job, and you're good. It's time to break that cycle. And it gives me such joy that my daughter goes like this, and my son says, I'm gonna go to UT.
I looked in the mirror, and what did I see? A person I was pretending to be. A failure, unintelligent, a loser, a quitter, oppressed, a follower, a hopeless beginner. Today, I look in the mirror and like what I see. A strong, independent thinker with a mind that's free.